Hello everyone to Rocky Hill Community TV. Today I'm so honored to present my show, Noli Show, to the state of Connecticut and all over the world. Today I choose two special guests. One beautiful lady, and her name is Jennifer, and she works at the library almost for 7-8 years. Then the big man, the good man, who did such a great fundraise for the library, and is Mr. Lou Nedell. So welcome to Rocky Hill Community TV. It's so nice to have you guys. And then I'm going to start with Miss Jennifer.
Okay.
How's it going with you?
This is a great day, Noli. We're really, really happy that we're on your show because we love talking about the library and we have some really exciting things to tell you.
Can you tell me a little bit about the library for this 8 years? What kind of great experience you have to the library?
Yeah, the library has been very, very good to me. I've been here, I'm in my 8th year. I started off as a library assistant, brand new to the public library world. I came from working in the school system libraries, and the public library is much different. And it's energizing, it's community focused, it's creative, it's fun. There's something new to do every day. I just love it. So I've worked for a bit with children's programs, doing storytelling and in all ages, honestly. And I actually worked to get my master's in library education. And now I'm a librarian and I do things for all ages. And I helped Lou with the mini golf tournament, but I can do adult programs, I'll do teen programs, I'll do children's programs. And I have, try to get books into the hands of readers. It's just so rewarding. It's just a great job.
I'm going to ask you what kind of type of books you have to the library.
Well, do you read, Noli? Are you a reader? Because
I'm
I can guarantee I can find the book that you will love. We've got something for everyone. You might think you're not a reader, but
yes.
We've got, you name it, we've got hundreds of things for all ages. You can read them, different languages, you can listen to books, you don't even have to step into the library to access one of our materials. You can do it right on your phone, 24 hours from your house. You can get books, you can listen to books. Honestly, there's something for everybody there.
How many people working at the library? Only you?
Right now we have about 15 full-time people and a bunch of part-time people. And it's a small library. We're a small library that likes to do big things. We always have our sights set for the next exciting thing. We're really trying to figure out how to get people into the library and how can we help them? What resources can we provide to them?
Do they still, kids or adults, come to the library and having great time, taking the books and reading books?
Yes.
And then what kind of ages they come in all the time?
Well, some of our programs start at birth. We have what we call baby time, and the babies come in and they learn, they listen to music and stories and sound, and even at that early age, they start to understand literacy and how to interact with other babies and other mothers. And it doesn't stop there. We've got programs for school ages and toddlers and teens and adults, senior citizens, because it's not just the story times anymore. You could come to the library and learn something. There's informative educational programs. You could be creative. Have you ever wanted to paint a masterpiece? We have an artist on staff who does paint nights. You can come in and learn about an artist and paint along with her on a canvas. We just did the fun mini golf program. There's just fun programs. Honestly, the sky's the limit. Like, we'll do stargazing, we'll do cooking programs. I mean, we really just want people to come in, use the library. The library is a form of community. So you can meet people, you can learn things, and it's all for free. I mean, it's the best deal in town. All of these resources are yours for free.
So those professors, those people who's coming to the library, are they doing kind of volunteer job for people?
Well, not exactly. If we get a performer to come in or if we hire a speaker, they all do charge fees. Okay. So the library does need to pay for that stuff, and unfortunately that's not really covered in their municipal budgets. So we have what we call a friends group, and they are sort of the fundraising muscle for us. So they will do fundraising events, and then they raise money, like just as the mini golf tournament we did, and we can take that money and then we can use it for all of these wonderful resources.
As soon as I'm talking to you about the library, and then because I'm Albanian from Kosovo, and we have a big, large Albanian community, I'm going to go from actually from Rocky Hill, Weathersfield, Hartford, and we can go all the way to Waterbury, and then almost in Connecticut, there are 70, 80,000 Albanians. Have you ever have any Albanian books like for kids to read or something like that?
You know, that's a good question, Noli. I'm not sure if our current collection has any, but it's something that we would definitely consider. We do have other language books. I know we just built ourselves a fairly extensive Hindi collection. I know we have books in Chinese, Portuguese, Italian, but certainly we want to do what our community is looking for. So if you want to see some Albanian books in there, we are
actually,
all ears.
around here, we know a couple of places. We know a couple of places in school and middle school. They doing some Albanian teachers. They doing free classes for kids, and then I hope somebody will hear from Albanian community, and then to provide you guys in a library with some Albanian books. It's nice you guys to have not just Albanians, you to have
Yes.
many different people
Yes.
from all over the world, because
Yes.
in America it's a place opportunity for everyone, whoever
Yes.
wants to do something.
Yes, absolutely.
And then how big is your library in Rocky Hill here?
Yeah, I'm not sure how much is in the collection. You know, hundreds of thousands of materials we have. The library, have you been into our library lately?
I think
You know,
time.
it's a small library, but it's set up really nice. We've got a lot of natural light, a lot of windows. It's very airy. We do have 2 stories. You know, we've put on over the years. It came from a very small library. Now it's pretty expanded, and you know, it's a good size library.
So then you guys have a lot of kids, a lot of people. They come in, they take in the books, they read and they bring it back. How are you guys providing with those books? Do they bring in you from all over United States, or do they bring in books from where?
We pretty much have a bookseller that we go through, because the library books, they're going to get handled a lot. So our special bookseller, they'll be reinforced, so they're a little tougher. They can stand up to a little bit of wear and tear. So most libraries go through a dedicated bookseller in the U.S., but certainly their catalog is vast, so we can get, you know, international books and books in different languages. But we primarily go through 1 or 2 booksellers.
Okay, now we're going to go a little bit, and I'm going to start talking with Mr. Lou.
Okay.
And then you said to me you were retired, and to me you don't look you're retired. And then
Retired, but never slows down.
Yes. From where this idea came to do this golf idea for collecting, you know, like a fundraise, how did you start? And then you're going to tell us about, you know, a little bit, you know, because I know you for so many years. You're a very active person, and you like to work, and then nobody can stop you. So tell us about a little bit whatever you've done before, what kind of work you did before.
First of all, I want to thank you for having Jen and I here to tell the community about our mini golf. I was a title searcher. I had a title searching real estate title examination business for 40 years, and I retired in 2017. Much to my chagrin, I wanted to keep working, but my wife said, we're done, and she worked with me. I was a little nervous about retiring because I like to keep active. But it was the best thing to do. It was the right time.
So you told yourself, what I'm going to do right now if I'm retired.
Yes, I went to
And
get up in the morning and do
then
something.
one thing comes, great things behind, right?
Yes. So the way the mini golf started was we had our grandchildren for a day in the winter. I think it was President's Day in 2019. And we were looking for something to entertain them with, to do. And my wife somehow found this library mini golf in the town of Wallingford. We had never heard of this before. And we said, well, let's check it out. So we went to the library in Wallingford, and they had this 18 holes of mini golf set up through the stacks in the library, upstairs, downstairs. Now, their library in Wallingford is probably 3 times the size of our library in Rocky Hill. And the kids had so much fun. It was upstairs, downstairs, through tubes, a minimum charge for to play, and then they had food downstairs in another room, all part of the price. And I thought it was fabulous. I'm a golfer myself, so I love getting kids involved in golf. So I came back to our library, and I spoke to Mary Hogan, who is the director of our library. And I said, Mary, this was fun. We have to do this. And she said, Lou, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And then COVID happened. And that put a stop to, as you know, everything. So this year, I was in the library, and Mary said to me, Lou, I think this is the year to do it. And guess what? You're going to be the chairman. And I said, oh, okay, let's do it. And she said, I'm going to have Jennifer work with you, which was the best thing that could have happened.
Wow.
We work really well together.
How good he is to you.
So good.
Very good.
Noli,
The best.
I say this, I'm getting a lot of compliments for coming up with this. However, I could have been replaced.
Really?
She could not have.
Okay. Well, also true.
So we were a good team. My wife, Rhonda, was also on our committee, and Lisa Gillard was also on our committee. It was just a small committee, the 4 of us. And we had meetings, and we divvied up the different responsibilities amongst us, and we went out. Well, I went out mostly and got sponsors. And before I forget, I want to give a shout out to 2 libraries. In Wallingford, Jane Fisher, the director of the library there, was very helpful. When I called her, she gave us materials. And the other one was Katie McNichol, librarian in Branford, the Blackstone Library. Both of those ladies were very helpful and supportive because I didn't know what I was doing. I'd never done it before. So I'm very thankful to them. Getting the sponsors was
How
easy.
hard?
Well, you know, it wasn't that hard. I thought it was going to be hard. But, you know, if you go to people and speak to them one-on-one and tell them what you're doing, how can they turn you down for
Supporting the library.
Supporting the library. Children at the library, reading books and golf. So I went to one of our key sponsors, who is my mechanics office, Hicks's Automotive in town, and I said to Al, whatever you can do, can you help us with this? Before I finished giving my spiel about what I wanted, he handed me a check.
As soon as you mentioned library, people are ready to do.
Yeah.
$500, no questions asked.
Wow.
So many of the sponsors that I knew because I had done business with them, my plumber, my dentist, my eye doctor, where I buy my beer and wine.
So many places.
So many places that I had a relationship with these people, and just went to them and told them what we were looking for, and they just cut a check.
Because we are seeing now on TV, it's going background us, it's showing us whoever they did those help to you, and then people will be able to see in our TV, Rocky Hill Community TV, they're going to see, like who they did the donations, and it's so grateful to do those people. Can you tell us a little bit amount, how much?
How much we raised?
Yes.
Yes.
And then from each person, if you can tell us, it's
Okay.
good,
Well, what we did is, I had set a goal for myself
Okay?
of $5,000. I was hoping to raise $5,000.
Wow.
We grossed over $9,000.
Wow.
We netted over close to $7,500. So it was very successful for a first-year
Yeah.
event. Some of the people who helped us, the local businesses, Hicks's Repair Garage, I mentioned already, Tomato Joe's, a restaurant in town, General Paving and Construction, Connecticut Pharma, the Root System, Two Men and a Truck, Kozak and Salina, Cost Cutters Liquors, Central Auto and Transport, South End Auto Body. These are all local businesses in the community who love to support the community. And if it's a good event like ours was, they're more than happy to help us. We sent them letters, and I went to people and personally gave them a letter of thank you. And they said, just let us know when you're doing it next year, and we'll be more than willing to support
Okay,
you.
now I'm going to stop you to ask you a question. What are you going to do for next year? Because these things looks like it's growing nicely. You're getting trust from the people. People, they providing you, not even finishing your words, you getting stuff.
Yes.
So what kind of plan do you have in the future to do something bigger, to bring that? I said for myself, I was introducing to my Albanians community, whoever is going to see this, probably they will be able to provide you guys with the fundraise, whatever, and to bring some books or something like that.
Yes.
So what is your goal in the future?
Well, the goal for next year we've set is $10,000. That's what we
Okay.
want to net and bring into the Friends of the Library. That's the organization that I'm a part of that supplies materials, books, programs that is not in the general budget of the library. So whatever we can add to the budget or add to the library, they can do more programs for the children and adults. One of the things we're going to try and do next year as a fundraiser that we didn't do this year is have a fire truck come to a student's house,
Okay.
pick up the student in the fire truck from home and bring him to school one day. That's going to be
Raffle.
a raffle ticket, thank you. One of the raffles we're going to have. So you put $1 in the bucket and say, I want to get a ride for my child in a fire truck
Wow.
to school. That's kind of unique, kind of different. And I think kids will love that. I know if I was a young boy, I'd love to get a ride in a fire truck going to school.
So, Jennifer, I'm going to go now. I'm going to ask you, with this amount of money, whatever you get donation from people all over, so what are you guys doing? Do you guys bring more books, or do you guys do more programs?
Yeah.
Do you guys do whatever you do?
Probably, right. It's, I mean, like I say, we don't really have a programming budget. So we really rely on the friends, and we're coming up on our busy season. Summer's our busy season. Kids are out of school. They're looking for something to do. Parents want to keep the kids busy. So we're bringing in animal performers and giant bubbles and science and coding and maker spaces and all that stuff. So we will just continue on trying to find like quality programs for people. If we need some more equipment, like right now we have a little bit of the virtual reality headsets and stuff like that. We could expand that. There's an interest in that. Kids are really into coding. Some kind of mobile lab would be something that would be worthwhile for us, or could be like a giant Lego wall where kids can come in at their own pace and build something and just learn how to build a structure together. There's really a lot that we'll spend our money on, probably with mostly on the kids in the community, but really all ages benefit for sure.
If you get a good of help, can you guys bring some more art,
Yes.
more art people to show, like you said before, the people who's doing the cooking, people
Yeah.
who's doing
Yeah.
like origami papers
Yes.
and
Yes.
something
Yes.
different activity,
Yeah.
or whatever I said. If you guys bring some different people from different nationality, bring
Yes.
books
Yes.
to read and
Yes.
to have probably some professors or
Yes.
to teach those kids,
Yes.
even if they are different nationality.
Oh, absolutely.
I think you have an open door for
Oh,
any kind of activity, right?
Absolutely. That's what the library is all about, is bringing people together to learn about each other. What makes us similar, what makes us different, and really respecting all those differences. So any kind of event we can do, we could even do something homegrown, some kind of international program, an international night where we'll come and
Can you
and
bring
learn.
like international dancing? Something
Sure.
like small kids dancing.
Oh, yeah, we've
playing
done that before,
with a
honestly.
different
Yes.
nationality, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
far as I know, we have some Albanian dancing group all over. I'm going from New York to Connecticut and all over some places, wherever our community living. We have a lots of program dancing. I think it's nice to bring them.
Yes.
And then to do some, like a
Yes.
dance for the kids, for everybody. So,
Yeah.
So your plans, it's going to grow.
Yes. Yes.
To bring more stuff.
Yes.
And I'm telling each sponsor, please sponsor, do them,
Yeah.
help them,
Yeah.
because they need help. Actually, for
Thank you.
kids, it's so nice. Lou,
Yes.
you said you've been doing this for how long? You've been doing it since before COVID, right?
Doing the mini golf?
Yes, mini golf program.
No, this is the first time.
This is the first time.
This
Yeah.
is the first time
Yep.
we've done it, that I've been involved in it.
Yeah.
And we plan to keep doing it as an annual event for the library.
Yeah.
To raise money, as Jen said, for the different programs. My wife and I took our grandkids to a program that the library sponsored, where they had, these two women brought in owls and hawks and different birds of prey. Now, that costs. That
Yeah.
cost, I think, maybe $700-800 to do that. Now, that wasn't in the library's budget, maybe. So a fundraiser like we had
We'll ensure that we
will
can
ensure that,
continue.
will
Yeah.
fund that, those types of programs.
Jennifer, I'm going to ask you now. He looks like he don't want to stop. He wants to do it again
Neither do I.
and again.
Yeah.
When it stop?
Well, Noli, we had, so the mini golf fundraiser, you might think it was probably mostly family driven, but we had a Friday night, adults only night.
Oh, we
And it
didn't
was a
mention that.
See,
really
you have to mention.
fun
Don't forget, we're
party.
here to mention
It was-
everything, whatever you want.
It was fantastic. So we had adults come, and we gave them a little bit of food, and we played great music. And let me tell you, we let them loose in the library, and they had so much fun, laughing, and we got in the hole-in-ones and had all kind of pictures taken. And we had raffles, and it was fantastic. And we
That's
thought to
people you
ourselves,
have to come to the library all
Yes.
the time and do this kind of things, because
Yeah.
this guy's not just doing a fundraiser. These guys are
this
doing
is just
shows.
the beginning.
Show, it's so great.
And I want to give a shout out to the people who funded the food for those events. Now,
Yeah.
on the Friday night, which happened to be Cinco de Mayo night,
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Mention the name.
I went to On the Border, the restaurant in town, and they donated chips, salsa, and platters of chicken quesadillas. And that was all provided by On the Border, and people who came to the Friday night adults only partaked in that. Could have all that food, and the library made a nice drink, not alcohol, but, you know, a nice drink to go along with that food. On Saturday and Sunday, Village Pizza, you know, Weathersfield supplied us with pizza slices. Tomato Joe's on Saturday supplied us with pizza slices. So the community was so supportive, and anything we asked for, they were right there.
Yeah.
Okay, for end, I'm gonna ask you, Jennifer, for plans. What kind of plans in the future you have? What kind of ideas you have in the future? for the
No,
library?
I got to be honest. Before I worked in the library, I wasn't really a person who used the library. I don't know. I don't know if I thought it was stuffy or I could buy my own books. And now that I'm working in a library,
Looks like you're in love with
I'm
this
in
stuff.
love with the library, and I want other people to be in love with it and realize that it's such a great resource. It's really fun. You know, there's a lot to do, and we're not charging anything. You can, like you say, you can come, have an artistic experience, have a cultural experience, just have a fun time. And, you know, we're not charging you anything. We just want you to come into the building. You know, we're going to provide you with a great experience, and you're going to say, like, wow, I didn't know a library did that. I mean, did you know you could come to the library and
That's
cook
you guys
and
are
stuff?
here for this kind of things.
We're
to
here. We
mention
want to
the
spread the
people.
word. Come to the library. So we're just looking to expand our programs, our fun nights. I mean, we were talking about having a murder mystery in the stacks on a Friday night. That sounds fun,
Yeah, it's
right?
very
We
nice.
want to know that we're cool, we're relevant, we got something for you. So whatever we can do, I mean, we have to leave the building sometimes. We have to be at the fairs. We have to be at the outreach events. We have to show up at the brewery maybe. We want to spread the message that we've got something for you. So please, please come to the library.
It was so pleasure.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Lou, what do you think about the end? What is your plan in the future? What are you going to do in the
Well,
future?
the plan is to keep doing this with Jen and our committee, and just getting new ideas, as Jen said, and just making this bigger and bigger. We want people to understand that a library is just not the place you go to check out a book.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people think. You go to the library, you check out a book, and that's the end of it. That's
You
only the
guys
beginning
giving-
of it.
You guys giving more opportunity to the library, right?
Yes, and to the community to take
Yeah.
advantage of everything that the library offers to the public.
So right
Yeah.
now, you and Jennifer, you're doing all you two. Are you guys planning to grow the group, to have the third person, fourth person, fifth person?
Yes.
Yes.
So you planning to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. As
Okay, guys, then I wish you success in the future.
Thank you so
And
much.
I hope people will listen to us and then collect something and help you. Usually I'm talking again to my Albanian community all over in the United States to help the community, to help the libraries, to help the people, whoever need help. So guys, it was so pleasure to have you in Rocky Hill Community TV. That's what I said, Rocky Hill Community TV, they give to me very good opportunity with my own Noli Show to provide you, to bring you guys here, to tell anything you want for your work, for your success, for your future, right?
Thank you, Noel.
Okay.
Thank you
for
very
the
much.
opportunity.